Hey everybody, welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on. But before we get started, of course, I'm going to invite everybody in. Yes, come on in, come on in. This community right here is the best community on these internet streets. I kid you not. I am not bragging. That is fact. And if you don't believe me, go in the comments, talk to somebody. I promise you, you're going to be so impressed. Why? Because they're impressive. I promise you. And when you get through, come on out, look down in those settings, look around, find that subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell too. So you'll know when I upload or when I just want to pop in, and give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis. We all know what it is. It is the bees, it's the algorithm. I'm telling you. But I'm doing better. It's doing better. I'm telling you. Y'all are incredible. Keep those thumbs up coming. Also, I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all of the readers who decide to support the channel by watching the commercials. Listen, whoo, y'all are doing an incredible job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, over in the corner over there, that's our join button. That's for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of the reading club, you will be supporting my channel to grow, to improve, and to continue. And I'll be so grateful, so thankful, so over the moon appreciative to have that support. Also, if you just want to do a one-time donation, I'll get it out in a minute. A one-time donation, look over there in the other corner. That's our super thanks. And all donations to the channel is always greatly appreciated. All right, we do have some shout outs. And let me tell you, they are amazing people. First up is Angela May. Angela has been with me for a while and never, ever failed to support. She is always supporting. She's always in the comments. She is always dropping knowledge, sharing her knowledge. She is just always down with the read. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Angela. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. Then it's Robin Samuels. Robin has been with me for a while too, and Robin is a ride or die. Robin is always coming through. Robin is always supporting, and let me tell you, she's always sharing her knowledge. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Robin. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. Then it's Kevin Slims. What can I say about Kevin? He is a ride or die. He is. He is always coming through. He is always supporting. He is always in the comments. You couldn't ask for no better than Kevin. I'm telling you, he is incredible. He is. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. Annette Sweat. Yes, Annette has been with me since the beginning, and her support is unwavering. She is always supporting. She never, ever stops supporting. And I am so lucky to have Annette. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Annette. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. And Jimmy Way, last but not least, I'm telling you, Jimmy Way is everything. She's so funny, and she is always supporting. She is down with the read. She's a ride or die. Been with me for a while and always supporting the read. Yes, so thank you, thank you, thank you, Jimmy Way. Thank you for the super thanks, but most of all, thank you for being here. All right, y'all, I'm going to play this and we'll talk on the other side. right, y'all. I want to give another quick shout out to Angela May, Robin Samuels, Kevon Slims, Annette Sweat, and Jimmy Way. Yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank you for your unwavering support. It means so much, but most of all, thank y'all for being here, for participating, being in the comments, just absolutely being a part of this community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what I do when I am putting the read together. I hit these internet streets, and that's exactly what I have done today. I've been pretty much all over. I have. I even peeped in on Blue Sky, believe it or not. Yes. And of course, I went over there to see what Megan had posted for our prince's birthday. Yes, Megan was over there just absolutely setting a thirst trap for her man. Megan was over there just saying, my man, my man, my man, my man. Yes, Megan was absolutely celebrating her man. And who can blame her? Who? I don't know anybody that would, except maybe a deranger or a troll, a hater, a ugly old hag, a skank, a flying monkey, and a toady. Now they would have something to say, but any other normal human being would absolutely enjoy that a wife is celebrating her husband. But I digress, y'all. Yeah, so go over there and check out what Megan has going on. We're going to talk a little bit about it, but go over there and check it out and give her some love. Also, I had to check in on the Instagram squatties, see what they were up to, what they're talking about. And they're still talking about Harry's trip and how successful it was. And Willie's response to it. I mean, it is scary. It is scary. The meltdown has been epic. And we're going to talk a little about that as well. And then they're still talking about Charles and Harry. What does Charles want out of this? What is Harry getting out of it? You're going to talk a little bit about that. And let's see what else we're going to talk about. Of course, we're going to talk about Harry's birthday. And we're going to talk about an article. Well, you'll see. You'll see. We're going to get into it. I'm going to put this up first. And I chose this picture. It is so many pictures of Harry on my timeline. I'm telling you, squatties are celebrating Harry. Y'all know we love our prince. We do. And of course, like I said, it is a lot on my timeline. But I chose this one to be the first one because I have always loved this picture of the Queen and Harry. I mean, every time you see a picture of Harry and the Queen, you can see the love between them. You can. Look at the Queen's face. I love it. I love it. And look at Harry's face. You can say whatever you want to about Betty. Harry loved that woman, and apparently she loved him as much as she had the capacity to do so. Yes. So this particular squatty posted this picture, my favorite picture of Harry and Betty, Queen Betty, and said, "Happy birthday, Prince Harry." Hashtag Prince Harry turns 41. Y'all tell me, do y'all like this picture? Is it one of your favorites? It's one of mine, I must say. All right, I'm going to put this one up. And the soldiers of Ukraine made this whole little reel to wish Harry a happy birthday. They did. They love Harry. They do. They would take Harry away from the UK. They absolutely would, because I'm telling you, that trip to Ukraine, to Kiev, was amazing. It was hugely, hugely successful. And let me tell you, it is so many articles out there of Willie raging about it. I mean, raging about it, as if Harry did it to make him feel some kind of way. Why does he feel that Harry lives his life in a way to make him feel bad? I don't get it. It is crazy to me. But I digress. This particular squatty did a repost, and the original post said, Ukraine veterans wish Prince Harry a happy birthday. Thank you for being such a friend for Ukraine. And it was an honor hosting you in Ukraine. Yes, they did a whole video just to wish him a happy birthday. Ah, incredible. And then the squatty that reposted it said, this is so sweet. Happy birthday, Prince Harry. Yes, they love him. All I can say is UK is not going to be America who takes your prince. It's going to be Ukraine because Ukraine loves Prince Harry. They do. And boy, did they show up and show out for him and gave him so many gifts. Every time he goes to Ukraine, he just comes home with all of these gifts. Y'all remember the last time he went, he came home with this traditional cake. Yes, and Lilybeth was slicing it up. Megan posted a video about them sharing the cake, eating the cake. Y'all remember that? Yes. Ukraine loves Harry. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to put this up. And Megan loves Harry as well. This is the picture that Megan posted on her Instagram page for Harry's birthday. Yes, Megan wanted us to know that she is married to a snack. She is. I'm telling you. And everybody is saying that Megan is thirsting for her husband. But all I can say is, isn't she supposed to? I think she is. And this particular squatty that posted it says, the way this woman is so proud of her man, she said, I will flirt whenever, wherever, cause do you see him? Yes, we see him, Megan. We see him. And it says, happy birthday, Prince Harry, aka her man. Yes, Megan said, I have the snack and stuff like this. Megan is just being messy. She is. She is being messy. She is being petty. Megan is low key messy. She's low key petty. And why do I say that? Because stuff like this drives the derangers crazy. The ugly old hags, all of them, those smelly, smelly skanks. Yes, the ones had this fever dream that one day Harry would have married them. Those people, this drives them crazy to no end. And I think Megan really enjoys doing that because she has been doing a lot of this lately. My man, my man, my man. And I'm telling you, I am here for it. I love it. Anything that drives those crazy, fever-minded old trolls, skanks, and ugly old hags crazy, I am on board with it. I love it, Megan. Keep it up. Yes, keep it up. Because Harry is looking good on this picture. Harry was, he's still a good looking man. But when he was younger, he really, really was a snack. I'm just saying. And I'm going to put this up. This particular squatty reposted the picture and said, Megan is not serious. Because tell me why she's making us laugh. Her red fox indeed. Yes, I'm telling you. Megan said, my man, my man, my man. I love it. I love it, y'all. And I'm going to put this up. And guess what? Well, guess who popped up on the trailer for Disneyland's 70th anniversary? Yes, it was Harry and Meghan. And let me tell you, they look moisturized. They look healthy. They look young. They look happy. I'm telling you. And this particular squatty posted it and said, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry celebrates Disney in a new 2020 special trailer. Yes, they're going to have a special about Disneyland turning 70. And Harry and Meghan is in there talking about their experience going to Disneyland. Yes, I'm telling you, you never know when or where Harry and Meghan is going to pop up. That is why I love them so much. It is no leaks in Montecito. And I'm telling you, I am here for the surprise. I am. And this squatty posted about it and said, OMG, this is so exciting. Not just as Harry and Meghan, not just as a Harry and Meghan fan, but as a Disney fanatic. My whole family is obsessed with Disney. Hashtag Harry and Meghan are among the celebrities taking part in the Disney's 70th anniversary celebration commentary, and they both looked so good on screen. They did. They absolutely did. And I'm going to put that up. And here it is. Listen, you can go online and there it is. I mean, it's not very much of Harry and Meghan in this trailer, but boy, do they look good. They don't look age worn like, some other couple does. And they just look so good. They look so moisturized. They look so happy. They look just, they are a couple gold for me. I'm telling you, if I can't have a man like Harry, I don't want one. Mm. No, I do not. I don't know. I'm not going to say that because the guy I have now, he's pretty good and he's real cute too. So, I don't know. We got to see if he's going to turn out like Harry though. We still in the find out phase, but so far so good. And Harry is my couple goal. I mean, him and Meghan, yes, they are. Oof, they look so good. And they look so happy. And the squatty that posted this said, the Sussexes, Prince Harry and Meghan appeared among other celebrities, Disney enthusiasts, in a trailer for Disneyland's 70th anniversary. Space Mountain is one of Prince Harry's favorite. May the Sussexes live long and prosper in California, looking sun-kissed and oh, yes, they do look sun-kissed. They really, really do. I bet this is killing, just killing. You know who? I mean, can you imagine being so miserable that your brother being happy kills you? I'm just saying. And I wanted to include this birthday wish that came down my timeline, and it just shows Harry from the beginning to now, when he was a baby up until he had Prince Archie, his first child. And I just love it. That young man, he's still a young man. 41 is not old. He absolutely has gone through a lot and he has made it. He has been able to carve out a happy, happy life. And it's so funny to me that those people across the pond, those flying monkeys, really think that Harry would give up this life that he has fought tooth and nail to get just to go over there and let Willie put his foot on his neck. It's crazy to me. But don't you just love these pictures? And if y'all see that little hat and outfit, I think Archie wore that little hat and outfit when they went to South Africa on tour. I really think so. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And since this little clip of Meghan and Harry came out, in this Disney trailer, these derangers, these ugly old hags, these toadies, these ugly old skanks, all of them, including the flying monkeys sometime too, even though some of them are starting to turn. Ever since Harry went over to the UK and absolutely knocked it out of the park. And the success of Meghan and their continued love for one another and their happiness, it has gotten to the point where they have gotten so desperate. I mean, these ugly old hags is just ran out of gas. They have. And this is a perfect example of that. If you know anything about these internet streets, you know Megan Mole is one of the most vicious, nastiest, evilest of all the ugly old hags. And this is what she posted. And it says, does this look like a couple in love? Meghan and Harry look like they despise each other. If Harry and Meghan look like they despise each other, what about William and Kate? I mean, these hags, it's as if they're not even trying anymore. I mean, at least give us something to fight against. They are not even trying anymore. They're coming up with this nonsense. I mean, it's as if they have given up. They have. I mean, this is the best that one of the most vicious, vicious trolls on these internet streets could come up with. Yes, I'm telling you, this particular squatty that reposted says, does this look like the most desperate of derangers? We see you, Moldy. Yes, we see you. And you are absolutely just phoning it in here lately. I mean, it's as if the wind has been taken out of your sails. I mean, it's as if you don't enjoy being evil anymore. I'm telling you, my timeline is absolutely void of any of these ugly old hags and derangers really coming after Harry and Meghan. I think Harry meeting with Charles really took the wind out of them. I mean, they're just punching air at this point. It's really sad to see because this right here is a really, really poor attempt. They just don't have it in them no more. And I love it for them. I do. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And y'all remember that article I mentioned in my last podcast that it was in The Guardian, and where Harry pretty much said that he doesn't regret anything. They have tried and tried to get him to say that he regrets something that they think he has done and writing spare. And Harry is having none of it. I said this in my last podcast. Harry is a real man. He's standing on business. And he's saying his conscience are clear. He didn't have any regrets because Harry said that his side needed to be told. And this particular squatty posted this article from The Guardian and said, I know that speaking out, this is what Harry said, I know that speaking out annoys some people and it goes against the narrative, the book. It was a series of corrections of stories already out there. No point of view had been put out, and see what it is that one point of view had been put out and it needed to be corrected. Prince Harry on his memoir spare. Harry said these stories are already out. They were lies. I needed to correct them. And that he meant that. He's standing on business. And we all know who put the lies out there, like Meghan made Kate cry. Harry said he had to clean that up because that was a lie. And he said he didn't speak on nothing that wasn't already out there. He was just putting his part in there, correcting the lies. I love it. And I'm going to put this up. This particular squatty posted this article. My conscience is clear, Prince Harry on Ukraine. It says the most important thing Prince Harry said in his Guardian interview is no reconciliation without truth. Harry continues to stand on business. He continues to stand on business, but yet and still, somehow Willie think that Harry wants to get back in this family. Harry is still standing on what he said. He said it's no reconciliation without truth. That tells me Harry don't want to reconcile with Willie. He don't. And Willie is running around here like he's some victim. Harry is saying he needs the truth before reconciliation. Harry is not afraid of the truth because Harry hadn't done anything. But guess who is afraid of the truth? The one who is actively playing the victim all the time, actively, presenting himself as hurt, actively getting all of his flying monkeys to say that Harry needs to apologize for something. Harry said, uh-uh. Without truth is no reconciliation. So Harry is done with that. He is. He reconciled with his sickly father. And Charles laid it all out for Harry because he knows he has lost. And I wouldn't be surprised if a letter of an apology wasn't in Harry's bag to take to Meghan from Charles. Because Harry said it's no reconciliation without that. I'm just saying. And it just blows my mind that these flying monkeys really think that Harry needs to say that he regrets or somehow is sorry for writing Spare. I just don't get it. Why would he feel some kind of guilt? Like he said, his conscience is clear. Why would he feel any kind of regret for writing Spare? But they want that, they want that admission from him. They want him to somehow feel some kind of way and say that he made a mistake. But Harry continues to stand on business. And this particular squatty right here is calling them to court, calling them up front and letting them know Harry is not the first role to write a book to criticize his parents. But in Harry's case, his parent, which is Charles. Harry put it out there. He meant what he said. At least he's not like Wee Willie, because all he does is plant story after story after story, throwing rocks and hiding his hands instead of, saying it with his full chest. This is pretty much what Charles said in that article that I highlighted in my last podcast by Tom Thumbhead Sykes. Charles said he's sick of it. He's sick of him, talking and planning these stories saying that he was a horrible father. I guess Charles said, I know I was a trash father, but do I have to hear about it? He was a trash father. But this particular squatty posted some excerpts from the Dumblebee book. And if you're not familiar with the Dumblebee book, it is a book written by Jonathan Dumblebee with permission from Charles, the Prince of Wales at the time. And he spilled all the tea on the Queen, on Prince Philip, on the whole family, on Diana. He said some horrible things about Diana. And yet and still, they got a problem with Harry writing Spare. It was so bad that they were even saying that Charles could not take the throne. He was not fit to be king. And so we're going to read some of the excerpts from this book. But yet and still they want to try to pretend like Spare was such a horrible book. It was not. It was not a horrible book. It was Harry's story. And he had every right to tell it. And he has every right to stand on business and saying his conscience is clear. He's not backing up from it. They want him to do it so bad. But let's get into what this particular squatty posted about the Dumblebee book. Now, this is them speaking about Charles. This is the take that the majority of the media had about Charles and this book. And it says, but he came across as petty, small, and offended his wife, his parents, his sister, his brothers, and his children. He has put the love of himself before his sense of duty. Charles authorized a biography by Jonathan Dimbleby was so explosive, many doubted he would be king. Now, they want to talk about Spare. They want to talk about Spare. And in this Dumbleby book, he described his mother as being very cold and passive as a mother, absent as a mother. And Prince Philip, his father, said he was a bully and said Diana was just a hired womb. He said a lot of nasty stuff in this book to the point where, like I said, they were saying he wasn't fit to be king, but yet here he is. And now they want to ride Harry like a pony over Spare. And if you read Spare, you know it didn't even come close to saying anything like this. If anything, Harry held back, especially when it came to Charles. He really did, but they wanted to take just little portions out of the book and just dismiss the majority of the book. But Harry said, like I said earlier, Harry's standing on business. He said his conscience is clear, and I love it. I love it, Harry. Harry is a real man. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna put this up. Harry, in this particular article, let me just read the title. It says Prince Harry insists the British public are on my side as he reveals Meghan told him just stick to the truth. Basically, what Harry is saying in this article, that the barrier pole. Yes, the barrier pole said that the British public is on his side, that when he shows up, he gets support everywhere he go when he's in the United Kingdom. Yet and still they be talking about he gonna get booed and nobody cares anything about him. He's irrelevant. He's this, he's that. If you listen to all those rags over there and all of those hate channels, you really, really would believe that. But Harry said the people are on his side. Why? Because the barrier pole. The barrier pole. They want to say him and Meghan is way down in the polls, down there with Andrew. Let Andrew show up and see how many people be behind those barriers. The last time he showed up was when the Queen's death and he was walking down the street and some man said, "You are a dirty old man, Andrew." Yes, they absolutely heckled him in his mother's funeral. And you want to make us believe that Harry and Meghan is in the same category, in the same level of popularity as Andrew? Get out of here. When Harry shows up, every time he shows up, it is people coming from everywhere to wish him well. Yes, Harry is absolutely right. Harry is talking about the barrier pole. And I love it. I love it. I love the part about sticking to the truth. Harry, that is his word, isn't it? Harry is saying he's not afraid of the truth. He is not afraid of the truth. He always sticks with the truth. And everything he has said is the truth. I'm just saying, I love Harry. I do. He's just Harry. All right, y'all. I want to read this part, and it supposedly came from a friend of Harry. And this is what it says. Speaking with the Daily Fail, a friend who claims they spoke with Harry during his UK visit alleged, "I can tell you that Harry wants to educate his children here in the UK. Harry feels his children are missing out on the extensive family network that his nieces and nephews are enjoying. Harry wants his children to have the best education." Now, this is them begging for Prince Archie and Princess Lilibeth. They want to get their hands on those children so bad. The flying monkeys, want to use Prince Archie and Prince Lilibeth as a savior for those rags over there. They know that Prince Harry, Meghan, and those babies sell papers. They sell papers and they want those kids to come over there. They want those kids over on that salty island over there so they can harass them and constantly photograph them in order to make money to drag them out of the drain. Yes, because they know that they're circling. They know they're circling the drain and they want to use these children for financial reasons. That's all this is. Wishful thinking. But it is just no way. I don't believe it is any way that Harry would allow his children to be over there across the pond under the thumb of Willie and Charles. It's just no way. It's no way. Y'all tell me what y'all think because this is the narrative. This is what they have started. This is the drumbeat. They want those children to be able to make money off of them. They want to make money because they're circling the drain. Finances are tight, and the left behinds over there are not selling any papers. They know who the hot couple is. They know who the children that people most want to see, and they want to make money. That's my thoughts. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up, and this is talking about the state visit. Now, the state visit kicks off tomorrow. And the details are starting to come out what's going to happen. And we're going to talk about it. First, they say that the beast, which is the car that the president, the limousine for the president, cannot fit through the gates of Windsor Castle. So I think he's going to helicopter in. I know when President Obama visited the Queen, that's what they had to do. They helicoptered in. So this is nothing strange. And it's not clear what Willie is going to be doing. Now, I hadn't heard anything of what he's going to be doing, but I did hear about Kitty Cat and the horse. Now, the horse is supposed to be taking Melania to a museum to see Queen Victoria's dollhouse. Yes. And Kitty Cat is supposed to show Melania the grounds of Windsor. That's her role. And like I said, I hadn't heard what Willie is supposed to be doing, but I'm sure he will be at the state dinner. Now, I don't know if Kitty Cat will show up for the state dinner because she's doing her bit before. So they're keeping everything very separate. They are. I'm just saying, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see how all this shakes out because we are fully aware of the tension between Charles and Willie. Willie is angry. I bet that little vein in the side of his face is going to be popping out, just bulging out. You know, when he gets mad, he be clenching his teeth. If you go back and look at some of those pictures with him and Harry walking in the Queen's funeral procession, yes, that little vein is right there. I mean, he is absolutely clenching his teeth for dear life. And I'm sure that is what's going to happen during this state visit. Now, let's get into this post. This particular squatty is posting about this state visit, and she says, so Lady Katie will be the secret weapon during Trump's state visit, whatever the F that means. I suppose this will be something for Kate and Melania to talk about when they are hanging out with the squirrels. Yes, She's going to show them the grounds over there at Windsor, and I'm sure they will see some squirrels. I'm telling you, that's probably the first squirrel that Melania has ever saw in life. Now, Kitty Cat and Melania together, that conversation, I'm telling you, that intellectual conversation that is going to be going on between those two, I'm telling you, that's going to be one for the history books. Neither one of them can speak the king's English. I love it. I love it. It is just going to be so wonderful to watch these two women try to articulate the two sentences in a row that can be understood. It is going to be delicious. I know I'm being petty. I know I'm being messy, but you can't say I'm lying. You cannot say that I am lying. It is no lies being told. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this really, really sweet picture of Harry up. And this particular squatty said, one doesn't have to take from the public. He came to the UK, helped charities, not with his presence, but with cash, immediate impact. He knows cutting ribbons and waving doesn't feed hungry kids. Exactly. Harry is a doer. He really, really is. And I just love that about him. And listen, y'all, I want to run this by y'all. Now, we all know that Harry has made some kind of reconciliation with Charles. And it's a lot of squatties are for it and a lot of squatties are against it. And a lot of squatties can't figure out what's going on. But this is my take. And I was talking back and forth with a squatty on X, formerly known as Twitter. And I was telling them, I really feel that Harry is getting something out of this. I really feel Harry is tired of fighting because they keep coming for his charities. Harry wants Invictus to go very smoothly in 2027. Excuse me, my voice is going. He wants it to go smoothly in 2027. And I told this squatty that I would not be surprised if Harry didn't get Cinnabale back. Because we all know that whole thing with the charity commission, that was a stitch up. And anything that has been stitched up can be unraveled, undone. I am waiting. It's been really quiet about Cinnabala. You know that the end of last month, they were supposed to come up with their financial report. We ain't heard nothing about it. I really feel that Harry hasn't given up on that. And this may be something that Harry is going to get out of this. Because if you read that Guardian article, Harry is still standing on business about everything. He hadn't backpedaled in any way. And the reconciliation did not come with Harry's submission. Harry is still standing on business. And he ain't scared to say what he has to say. He said what he needed to say with his full chest. It's about the truth for him. So I believe Harry is going to get what he wants out of this whole thing. Because Harry knows who Charles is. He knows who Willie is. He knows that they are snakes. But Harry wants something out of this. And I really believe it's his charity bag. And security. Harry is not going to walk away from this without getting the things that he wants. He knows Charles is transactional. He does. He knows Charles is transactional. Charles wants something out of this. I believe Harry is getting something out of it too. So that is the reason why I am keeping my ear to the ground to see exactly how this whole Cinnabale thing shakes out. Because I really feel that is one of the things that was discussed in this meeting. Harry has not forgotten about Cinnabella. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Because in this conversation, all this came up, and I was like, Harry is probably getting something out of this. Harry is too smart not to get something out of this because he knows that he is saving Charles, and he knows how Charles is. And like I said, he continues to stand on business. He's not backing up from anything he has said. Harry's gonna get something out of this. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Am I reading too much into it? This was just a conversation that I was having on X, formerly known as Twitter, with another squatty. And we was talking about why all of this is coming about. And that's my theory. Y'all tell me what y'all's theory is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna put this up, and this is a new picture of Harry. At least I think it's a new picture of Harry. I had never saw it before. Y'all correct me if it's not a new one. But I'm telling you, he looks so good. He looks so tan. He looks so moisturized. And he looks so happy in his big backyard. Yes, Harry has done well. He really has. I mean, he can look over his life and say, I did pretty good. He said that on Oprah. Y'all remember on that Oprah interview? Harry said he really feels like they have done well. And that was back, what, 3 years or more ago? And I think it was 4 years ago. But anyway, he said that he felt that they had done well. Well, 4 years later, boy, has he and Megan knocked it out of the park. He should be so happy and so proud. And I know Diana would be just that about her baby boy. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all a little later. The state visit starts tomorrow. Let's see how that goes. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.